How many lions can defeat a Tyrannosaurus Rex? This is one of the most hotly debated questions on the internet. Today, I'm going to use rigorous science to give you an answer that will astound everyone. Spoiler alert, this number will definitely defy your expectations. Before the official battle begins, we need to understand both sides' true capabilities. First, let's talk about the lions. Specifically, we'll be focusing on the South African male. Their average weight is between 190 and 200 kilograms, or roughly 440 pounds. This data comes from a systematic study of 158 lions in Kruger National Park. Its credibility is high. A single male was recorded defeating 5 wild dogs. It can drag a buffalo carcass 3 times its own weight. It has even wrestled with a Nile crocodile and won. But a lion's true terror lies not in individual strength, but in its tactics. A lion's body structure is highly distinctive. Its forelimbs and shoulder muscles are immensely powerful, like a living spear. It doesn't circle its prey with fancy moves. Its style is this: it pounces directly, locking onto the target with its claws, then bites vital points, rendering the prey immobile. Its target is usually not vital spots, but rather the hind legs and spine. It is designed to disable its prey and drag it down to the ground. That sounds impressive. But wait, because today's opponent is on a completely different level. Today, representing the dinosaurs, is one of the most complete T-Rex fossil specimens ever found. First, let's go over Sue's stats. 9 tons, standing 4 meters tall, at the shoulder 12 meters long. What does 9 tons even mean? That is the weight of 2 African elephants. But its weight alone isn't the most shocking part. The true terror of the T-Rex lies in its overall build. Its forelimbs became 2 tiny arms, but its hind legs were exceptionally powerful. Like 2 massive hydraulic pistons, they bore its entire 9-ton weight. What is even more impressive, its center of gravity fell perfectly onto its broad hips. This gave it an extremely low moment of inertia. In layman's terms, this creature, the size of a school bus, could turn far faster than you'd expect. And then there was its head, 1.5 meters long, weighing 270 kilograms, literally the size of a grizzly bear's head. Its jaw can exert a bite force of over 54,000 newtons, the strongest of any known land carnivore. One bite would reduce a lion to mere chunks. At this point, you might already feel a lion stands no chance. Hey, don't jump to conclusions just yet. Science tells us victory never relies solely on who has bigger jaws. Before we discuss if it can fight a T-Rex, let's first look at a real-life example. In Botswana's Savuti region, there was once a lion pride, dubbed the Super Pride, with over 30 members, living in extremely arid conditions. Field researchers documented this pride killed a staggering 74 elephants in 3 years, even adult female elephants weighing over 4 tons. How did they do it? The answer: physics and attrition. Step 1. Attack at night, avoiding their deadly trunk and tusks. Step 2 to 3. Lions pounce onto its back, locking their claws near its spine. Staying out of reach of the trunk, they relentlessly tear at its back. Step 3. The remaining lions focus on the hind legs, with several using their full body weight, dragging down its legs, using their combined weight for a continuous pull, causing heavy blood loss until it is exhausted and collapses. Doesn't this strategy sound perfect? 30 lions, perfectly coordinated, wiping out a 4-ton elephant. So does that mean applying the same tactic to a T-Rex? Can they win simply by having enough numbers? Unfortunately, the answer is it simply won't work. Many people have fantasized about a scene like this. Dozens, even hundreds, of lions swarming all over a T-Rex's body like ants, engulfing it in claws and fangs. But that is physically impossible. Why? Because a T-Rex has a hard limit on its usable surface area. Its forelimbs are extremely short, with virtually no attacking reach, so the lion's main attack points are only its 2 hind legs. Each leg can accommodate about 6 lions, on both legs combined. A maximum of 12 lions can attack simultaneously. Any more than that, and they'll start trampling each other. They'll just fall into disarray themselves first. So, what about the others? They just queue up on the sidelines. They can only move in once their comrades fall. Some might say, couldn't lions just jump onto a T-Rex's back? Alright, let's do the math. A T-Rex stands nearly 4 meters tall, but a lion's vertical leap is only 2 to 2.5 meters. They simply can't jump high enough, even if a lion miraculously climbed onto its flank. What then? A T-Rex's skin isn't the loose, thick hide like an elephant's. Instead, it is covered in dense scales, and beneath that, a thick layer of connective tissue. A lion's claws couldn't get a grip. It is like pushing a thumbtack into rubber, offering nothing to hold on to. What is more, the T-Rex is bipedal. Its body is like a constantly spinning seesaw. The centrifugal force of its 9-ton body spinning would fling any lion on its flank, flying off, possibly tearing off a chunk of skin. There is one last option: attacking from behind. I'm sorry. That 1-ton tail is a sweeping, devastating hammer. Any creature daring to circle behind it would have its rib cage crushed. Conclusion: lions can only relentlessly attack its hind legs. The bottleneck is capped at 12 lions. Now, if 12 lions tear at its hind legs, can they inflict significant damage? Let us discuss bite force. Lion's bite force is approximately 450 kilograms, enough to bite a zebra's neck. But what about a T-Rex's lower leg bone? Scientists calculated that to bite through similarly dense bones, the required force far exceeds the limit of a lion's jaw. In other words, for a lion to bite a T-Rex's shin bone, it is like a human trying to bite a fire hydrant. Their teeth would likely break first. What about their claws? It is the same story. Thick scales and muscle mean superficial scratch would cause negligible blood loss, nowhere near reaching aorta. To make matters worse, the T-Rex is constantly stomping its feet in retaliation. Its massive talon-studded feet. Each stomp is like a 9-ton hydraulic press. Any lion caught beneath its feet would be instantly crushed to a pulp. So, here is the situation. The damage inflicted by the lions is extremely limited. Meanwhile, every T-Rex counterattack could instantly take out one or even multiple lions. This battle seems like a foregone conclusion, but the real game changer lies elsewhere. The T-Rex has an inherent physiological limit, the square cube law. When volume increases, heat production increases by the cube, but the heat dissipation area only increases by the square. In other words, the larger the T-Rex, the harder it is to dissipate heat. A multi-ton behemoth in high-intensity combat will activate fast-twitch muscle fibers, stomping, rotating, tail whipping, and jaw muscles. Every movement consumes immense energy, transforming into massive metabolic heat, turning its body into a biological oven. You might say, don't dinosaurs have bird-like air sac cooling systems? T-Rex inherited a highly efficient bird-like respiratory system, with air sacs throughout its body. Each breath expelled a large amount of core heat, a significant evolutionary advantage. But air sacs couldn't clear lactic acid. Intense activity depletes muscle glycogen, leading to a buildup of lactic acid. Using biomechanical models, scientists estimate after 20 minutes of intense continuous combat, lactic acid buildup in its leg muscles would reach a critical point. Muscle fibers lose ability to contract, stiffening like concrete. There is no need to bring it down. You just need to last 20 minutes. The T-Rex will collapse on its own. This is the lion's only window of victory. Now, let's do the final, brutal calculation. The T-Rex's attack rhythm is as follows. Lifting a thigh the size of a Honda Civic, a single stomp takes about 6 seconds. A bite requires more preparation time. All things considered, its most efficient kill rate is approximately 1 lion every 12 seconds. This is already a fairly conservative estimate. That is without even factoring in its slowdown after 10 minutes at 12 seconds per lion. That is up to 5 lions a minute. Fighting for 20 minutes straight, it could take down about 100 lions. By the 20th minute, the T-Rex's leg muscles finally give out, and it crashes to the ground, utterly spent. But the battle isn't over yet. An exhausted lion simply cannot bite through the T-Rex's thick, Kevlar-grade hide. To securely hold down that massive 270-kilogram skull and apply continuous pressure until the T-Rex suffocates, at least 10 more fresh lions are needed for a finishing squad. So, here is the final answer: 100 lions. Their job is to deplete the T-Rex's stamina and last those crucial 20 minutes, plus 10 more lions for the final takedown, bringing the total to 110. 110. This isn't just a random guess, but based on the lion's actual bite force, claw penetration, T-Rex's surface area limitations, lactic acid metabolism models, and attack rhythm, results of comprehensive calculations. But there is a hidden premise. These 110 lions must be completely fearless, pressing on, never backing down, sacrificing lives in every round of combat. In reality, lions have self-preservation instincts, and upon seeing a 9-ton behemoth, they'd most likely flee immediately. So, let's reframe the question. This hypothetical battle essentially asks, what are nature's evolutionary limits? The T-Rex embodies the peak form of apex predators from the Cretaceous period, 66 million years ago. The lion, meanwhile, represents the peak strength of modern large terrestrial predators. Between them lies a vast evolutionary chasm. The sheer scale of nature is more brutal and magnificent than imagined.